Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 14th of December. Now I am here with my dog guys. I've got Sophie here. Say hello to everybody, Sophie. She uses her tail to talk, don't you, Sophie? And I've got Sprocket over the back here hiding. He's just worn out. I think it's just a lot for him to deal with, having gone fully blind now. If you're unaware, guys, Sprocket has lost his sight. He's also had a bladder infection, so he took his last antibiotic today, so fingers crossed it's gone. It's just so draining sometimes, isn't it, guys? I'm just going to have a little bit of tea to keep me going. Cheers, everyone. Sometimes you just need a cup of tea, don't you? I've got to show you, I just went down to the shops here. I've got some lovely shops in my town, and I bought these new glasses. Well, they're not glasses, they're acrylic. Aren't they cute? They just look like real crystal. You can't even tell the difference, and I hand wash them. So I bought some new glasses to have on my Christmas table for my mocktails. I don't actually drink, so I bought some, like this lemon mixer thing, and I'll have it with fresh lemon and mint and lots of ice. I love lots of ice in my drinks because it's summer here, guys. We have Christmas is hot where I live down under. So we're having it outside in the garden under the umbrella, which will be very nice. If you are new too, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit the like buttons, guys. Please feel free to comment. We talk to each other here. We share what we're all going through around the world because we're all experiencing different things at different times, so we do like to share here. I've got a little bit of admin first up, guys. Let's see what we've got. Oh yes, passport prices are going up. Yep, they're putting up passports here in Oz. I'm sure this will become yet another global part of the reset, because as we know here, they don't want us traveling around, do they? They want to make it that expensive that the little people, peasants and Lego people can't travel. So that's definitely happening. Now you do ask, why are passport prices going up? How's that justified? Obviously they want to reduce travel. We know they are by their cancelled flights, losing baggage, blah, blah, blah. Now the holidays are starting. There'll be more strikes in the airlines. We know how it goes. This will be globally, but we do have to ask the question. I always say that we ask a lot of questions to BS detectors. What were we now? We're the renegade rebels. Why are they putting passport prices up? Don't know. There's absolutely no reason for it because they're not putting wages up. So how's this justified? I don't get any of this. And the other thing I noticed was we've got the US warship is going to the Red Sea because of the tension in the Middle East. And America is wanting to support the UN, yes, United Nations ceasefire motion. What is happening here? So obviously, as I said about a week ago, Biden's wanting to get some power back. So he's putting himself right in all the action with a big warship going to the Red Sea. So it's like we said, Biden's trying to get the American power back. Oh my God. All around war, you know, encouraging war, same old. The other thing is I noticed, which I thought was really weird, guys, is how Barbie the movie is like killing it in all the awards. Like, really? I don't understand. They're even calling it Barbenheimer, aren't they, to do with that Oppenheimer movie? I didn't see Oppenheimer. But how can Barbie be killing it? I don't even get it. So obviously they're feeding us stuff in this Barbie movie. I didn't find it memorable at all, to be honest. As much as I love Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, it was all just, you know, it wasn't what I expected it to be. But killing it in all the awards, like, obviously they just direct all these things. It's all, they're steering the ship of success, you know. That's how I see it. Because they want the next Barbie movie to be, you know, killing it as well. I love Mission Impossible. Why isn't that getting heaps of awards and all this kind of thing? I don't get it. Anyway, also shout out to anyone who's living in Queensland. Cyclone Jasper, it's really wreaking havoc. There's a big cyclone up the top of Queensland, top of Australia. It's really destructive winds. It's blowing massive trees over. It's quite destructive. Who knows if it's normal? they interviewed a few people who said they've never seen a cyclone like it, and they'd lived there all their life. So still questions about weather manipulation. We don't know, do we? Just putting it out there. If you've got locals saying that, Sophie, stop chewing down. There's a little bell, look. I don't think she likes it. And of course, again, yesterday, a mysterious car park fire in Sydney yet again. I was telling you guys about the Lamborghini Tesla one the other week, or beginning of the week. Been another one. All mysterious, and yes, nothing to see here. Yet another fire under a block of flats or something. Just the same old. All right, how about we just get into the reading now, guys, and see what comes up. I'm getting people really fired up now. They're showing me people really fired up and shouting at their government. It's like, you know, you go to a public forum or something and you say the PM or the leader is up on the stage talking and people are just yelling out. A little bit like Trudeau when he's being heckled by the people, only it's more organised. I feel like people are really starting to come together now in these fight back movements. And it's not us on this channel. It's not us. It's the people waking up. They're really getting angry now. We've often... Sophie, stop chewing, please. Sprocket, it's okay. Oh, Sprocky. Come here, Spock. Sprocky. Oh, he's just depressed. Look, guys. Sprocky, come here. Sophie, you stay there and let Sprocky come here. Sprock. Sophie. Come on, Sprocky, come here then. Sprocky. Oh, I've got to be the referee all the time at the moment. Sprock, come here. Here he comes. Good boy. Sit down. Mummy's got you. I got you. No, stay. Good boy. Oh, he gets all confused. Poor little guy. It's not easy to tell you. It's all right. Sit. Oh, my goodness. All right. So that's what I'm getting. And it's that pitchfork image of the peasants and the little people just chasing like Shrek. You know when they were chasing Shrek in the movie Shrek, when they're saying, he's an ogre, let's get him. And they got the fires on the stick and the pitchforks and everything. Well, that's what I'm getting for people. They want to go after government now. They're getting really angry and pissed off. And this is globally. And they're wanting to have these forums where they can have their say and shout out their piece. Oh, stop it. Come on, lay down. Shh, lay down. Come on. Hey. I got you. Oh, my poor Baba. My poor baby. He's so sad. It makes me feel so sad. I think the antibiotics have made him a bit tired too, so hopefully he'll perk up in the next few days. Sorry guys, I get distracted with my animals. You know how it is. So that's what I'm getting. They're wanting to shout out and have their say. You know, it's like it's showing me people just standing up in a crowd of people sitting in a big hall. People are tired of the bullshit they're being fed. It's showing me people sitting in a big hall and like someone stands up and goes, well, what are you going to do about the cost of living, mate? You're not the one trying to survive and live like this. I'm getting this kind of thing. Or we could call them the Karens are jumping up and having their say. I'm getting that. There's going to be people starting to just yell out at these, prime ministers, presidents, all the above. People are wanting to have their say. They're sick of this garbage. They're sick of it. It's relentless. And the thing is, you know what's more relentless? All these big wigs and bloody dictating tyrants are making more and more money. They are. Oh, it's crazy. So I'm getting that. More people are finding their voices. They show me the megaphone. They're finding their voices. They're finally saying what they think. Instead of being scared and cowering away and living their life in fear, people are now being forced to do and say something. Thank God for that. We thought that day would never come, didn't we, guys? But it is coming. And I'm getting that we have to keep switching on. We have to keep switching on. We have to be, it's just showing me switching on. We have to be switched on. We have to be switched on in order to receive the narrative that we're being fed. We have to be switched on to see what's going next. We have to be switched on to know what these governments are colluding to and what they're collaborating on. We have to be switched onto it. But I think pretty much we are switched onto most things. There's not much we don't see. Is there? I mean, look at the passports, for example. Like, that's a classic thing. Like, other people would probably go, oh, yeah, that's probably because of the cost of everything. But we go, oh, no, that's because they don't want us traveling. See, we, for some reason, have this way of seeing the real truth through our intuition, our knowing, our gut feelings. It just tells us. But we listen to it. So we have to keep switching on to this. Keep your tuning antenna ears aligned. Like, keep everything in tune so you're getting those clear signals is what I'm getting for us. God, I'm getting America, and I am getting the people again. And I'm getting that the people just see this as the Biden and Hunter show, the Hunter and Biden show. It's a complete farce. I told you people in America are feeling more vulnerable to war and all this kind of thing. So we know that Biden is trying to put people's mind at ease. We've got the US warship going out to the Red Sea and always trying to make the people feel safe again. All trickery, all illusion. Nothing's going to make the people feel safer. And the fact that you're even bringing and talking about war is not going to make people feel safer. And I think this is the crazy part that people are working out now, the little people, peasants and Lego people, especially in America, USA, is that your government, as much as they're trying to pretend, because we know it's pretend, they've got you back, they're actually the ones scaring you. And this is what people are starting to work out. See, hang on, why is our government scaring us? Now we're scared of terrorism and all this kind of stuff again. See, it's starting to get very confusing for the average person in America. Very confusing. Like, the theory is like, why go to war when you're not involved in a war? Why go to war when you're not involved in a war? Exactly. People aren't happy in America. They don't want all this. They don't want the war talk. They don't want to be involved in another person's battle and fight. That's what I'm getting for America. Can't blame people. But old Biden, well, it's probably Hunter, they put themselves right in the middle of it because they want the power. See, you got to remember, guys, we've got the power struggle going on. Xi Jinping, maybe Japan, definitely America, trying to put itself back on the old world stage. So when it comes to power. So the people aren't liking it. It's making people uncomfortable. They're nervous of being involved in wars. People in America want to be detached from war. They don't want to be involved in war. And they certainly don't want to be funding the war. We all know, question marks, that Biden left all his equipment and machinery and everything when, he flew everybody out and shut it all down and left the old Taliban with all the equipment, which was such a great idea. We do have so many questions around some of Biden's decisions. Don't even go there about the border gates. Oh my God. So I can imagine how you people in America must be feeling vulnerable and very, very frustrated. That's what I'm still getting. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting England. I'm getting corrupt as they come. See, I feel there's a lot going on in the background with sushi. And they're saying corrupt as they come. Well, I'd say there is a lot of corruption in the background. I don't think any of us could deny it, that 10 Downing Street's had a bit of corruption. We all know that, well, as you guys have told me too, Tony Blair, ex-Prime Minister, is not the most popular guy, and we know he's a big WEF puppet. So there's been corruption going on over there for a long time, and it's still going on is what I'm getting in 10 Downing Street. So you got to remember, and I think we all know that here, these guys are just the front men. They're just the front men who are trying to implement things. They're the ones being led by the puppet masters in the background. And I get there's a lot of corruption in the English UK government. From very, very high up. A lot of corruption. There's a lot of money You right, Spot? Come here. There's a lot. Come here. Oh, careful. Oh, sweetie. I'll hold his hand. He just nearly fell off the bed. He's such a big ogre, isn't he? Well, he's not. He's an adorable big boof, isn't he? He's not an ogre. He's beautiful. Oh, my poor old boy. Oh, he just pulls at my heartstrings, Sprocket, sometimes. I love Sophie too, but she's a ding-dong. They're very different personalities, my two dogs. So I'm getting this corruption. There's a lot of money involved. And I do still feel that Sushi's under an enormous amount of pressure. If he doesn't perform, I feel like he'll be ousted. So after Christmas, he's got a lot of goals to meet. I just feel that he does. So remember, the buck doesn't stop with him. The buck stops higher, way higher than him. He's just the patsy, is what I'm getting. You know, the patsy, that it all falls on his shoulders. A little bit like Boris. He was a bit of the patsy, really. Like the buck didn't really stop at Boris, but he's the one that sort of everything fell on when everything like went south. Partygate, didn't they call it? Partygate. Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep going. Look, I think I'm getting New Zealand, and I think we all know that Chris Luxon has to mix with all the bigwigs. We know that he is. We know he's probably connected with the W. We know all this. I'm not saying he's not. But I don't think he's a bad person. But I know, I don't want you guys panicking if you see him linked and connected to these things. We'll find out more next year, but I do feel, I just don't want you guys to panic. We know they're all pretty much tarred with the same brush, and they do like to mix in the same circles. And I tell you, he's got to get on with all these people. You know, he's got to get on with Elbow, we're his nearest ally. You know, he's got to keep himself in the global loop with the very important people, remember. So he is going to pop up, I think, a bit in certain circles. We know the circles. I feel like he's going to pop up in circles, but don't panic. I still feel at heart he does care about the people a lot more than Jab Cinder and Hippo ever did. Because it feels like to me like he's done the hard slog. I just feel that. I feel like he understands a lot more of what it's like to be a little person. I could be wrong, but I do feel like he understands why this is gripping the nation, like the monetary issues, the finance, all the stress on people about cost of living. He does understand it. Maybe he came from humble beginnings. Maybe his parents didn't have a lot and they had to fight really hard to get where they are today. Like perhaps that's what's going on. It could be that. It could be that he can put himself in people's shoes. But don't panic just because he's mixing with oh no. Just because he's mixing with the WEF Muppets and all this kind of thing doesn't mean he's going to go as hard as some of them are. It doesn't mean he's going to become a Trudeau. Like I said, we'll come back to this early next year. we know he's got to be involved on the global stage, because otherwise he's not going to be able to navigate the resources and do the wheeling and dealing that he has to keep his country afloat financially. So I do feel he's kind of forced down that avenue to mix with these Muppets, we'll call them. But don't panic, don't panic. He still has a good understanding of what the people are going through, what the working class man is going through. And I'm getting that song by, is it Jimmy Barnes or Cold Chisel or something? I'm a working class man. Oh, yeah. There's a song called Working Class Man. What is it? It starts off, working hard to make a living. Da, 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 da. It's about the hard slog and how you go through the same thing every day. It's called Working Class Man. Pretty sure it's by Jimmy Barnes. Aussie song, another Aussie tune. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting Tasmania. Of course we are. Tasmania is the little triangle at the bottom of Australia, guys. If you look at the map, it's kind of detached. It's right at the bottom. You got to go across. I think it's called Bass Strait, isn't it? You got to go across by water. I am getting Tasmania. And we know when Elbow came back from Panda, China, he was talking a lot about panda bears at the zoo and the Tasmanian devil, which we all found very odd here on this channel. That, oh, hey Sprocky, hello sweetie. I think he's feeling a bit brighter, do you guys? I love this big old boy. You gonna hold my hand? Hand? Where's my hand? Hand? Oh, he does look a little brighter, doesn't he, considering that he's blind. Oh, that big old boy. His breast's better too. He's feeling better for sure. Oh, I love you, Buffy. And I love you too, Soph. The tail's going down there. Yes, so I'm getting Tasmania. And we know that he used this Tasmanian devil, and the guides did seem to think it was a code for something down in Tasmania. And a lot of you have informed me about the resources down there. There's a lot of valuable resources in Tasmania. Oh, he's like a big old bear. Look at him. I love this big old dog. Sit down. I'm here. Sit. Stay. Sit down. Just get him to sit. Sit down. Oh, good boy, Sprocky. Careful. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. You right? Good boy. Sit down. Excellent. Thank you, Sprocky. Sorry, guys. Always got to interrupt. You know the drill. You're a good girl, so. To make it even. You know what Sophie's doing. Gets a little jealous because Sprocket's getting all the attention lately, just because we've got to guide him everywhere. She gets a bit jealous thinking we're patting him and doting over him, which we are. Oh, God. So I'm getting this Tasmania again. So obviously something is happening with this Tasmania. Let's hope it doesn't go through whatever it is. It's obviously something to do with Panda. If you hear of anything and you're living down there, let us know. If anything's going on, because we know that there'd be a bit of corruption going on. I don't even doubt it. And bills being passed about something in Parliament. See, we don't even know the half of what gets passed in these parliamentary situations, do we, guys? We don't hear about it because we don't get to the vote on it. Look at Queensland when Palachuk got out, Anastasia Palaszczuk, the Premier. They just brought in, they had a little vote in the old little seating of Parliament, and they voted Stephen Miles in that nobody wants. So people didn't get a say in that, and it's not till October next year. A lot can happen between now and October next year. That's nearly a whole year. So, you know, and he was exactly like Palachuk. So what's going to change in Queensland? Probably nothing. For another year, so the poor people just have to tolerate it. I don't get this. How's this a democracy we're living in? It just isn't, is it? All right, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, I'm getting China, which is Canada here, if you knew. China is getting frustrated now. Trudeau's causing enormous frustration in people. People are not understanding him. And this is the people waking up, not us. We understand him. He's a complete circus clown show. Tyrant, dictator, many words come to mind. I could go on, the list could go on forever with Turdo. Oh, there's another one. People are very frustrated with him. They're not understanding why he's doing this to them. People do not understand why. It's not making any sense. I've got memes kind of going viral about him. I feel like there's a lot going on virally around Trudeau in China. I feel like people are just making a mockery of him. He's just becoming the laughing stock. He doesn't care though. See, he's always thought any attention is good. Whether it's good, bad or indifferent, he doesn't care because it's keeping him, you know, talked about. And he likes that. He likes the attention. You wouldn't do all the things he does if you didn't like the attention. So I am getting that for him. There's a lot of new memes and things going around about him, well, you know, dressed as a Nazi example, dressed as a drag queen. There's like, I'm just getting all this stuff. Everything he's touching on and trying to roll out and pass his little bills and everything. People are just, it feels like everyone's making a joke of it now. Not just us. It's the people waking up. It's even showing me like him as a court judge with that hammer thing. And he's going, and if you oh, this might be coming. It mightn't have been made yet. This sort of meme and classic little outtake thing of him. And it's showing him as a judge with that, the curly hair wig or whatever they wear in court. And he's putting down his hammer in the court and he's going, if you step out of line and you stand against your government, you will be treated, you will be charged with treason or something like that. And we will freeze your bank accounts. It's like this kind of thing. Like, that's how people are seeing him now. He's like the judge, the jury. He's the defense lawyer. He's everything. He's a prosecutor. There's just one man doing it all. That's how people are seeing Trudeau now. He's the judge and all the other people in the court. And we're just the little people and peasants in the gallery just sitting there doing as we're told. That's the image I'm getting of Trudeau at the moment in China. People just see him as a one-man show that's making all the decisions. Yep, I'm making all the decisions. And no one's having any say in it. Even his own council aren't involved in a lot of the decision-making processes. He pretends they are, but at the end of the day, he makes the decisions. It's his way or the highway. And I feel like that's just becoming a running joke in China now. Trudeau's like a running joke. People really, and I mean really, apart from being frustrated with him, they're really detesting him. He's making their blood boil. Every single thing he's doing is making people boil more and more and more and more and more, to the point that you would hope it explodes and we have more fight backs. His measures are quite cruel in Canada. I feel sorry for you guys because he's not far off China panda, is he? And we know he really loves Xi Jinping's dictatorship. So that's always a worry when someone says that. They love a dictatorship and how Xi Jinping runs his country. It can't be good. So fingers that people do reach boiling point and they explode and explode soon because they bloody need to, guys. He gets away with so much over there in China. That's what I'm getting. Because he's the judge, he's the jury, he's the prosecutor, he's the defense lawyer, he's everything. And the people and peasants have no say in anything. God, even the votes, well, he wasn't voted in by the people. That could happen again too. He just overrides every decision in China. It's overwhelming, isn't it? It's overwhelming. If only we could get that Pierre Poilievre across the line, his opposition. God, your whole country would change. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we don't know if he's actually just there to keep the arguments going, or is he like real? Is he real in what he says, that Pierre Poilievre? But he's pretty funny. He's pretty entertaining, isn't he, guys? Let's hope he is there for the good of the people and that he does win at the next election. But anyway, we could only hope, because at the moment it's still a one-man band. And I'm getting that song, because I'm a one-man band, nobody knows or understands. What's that song? So anybody out there can lend me a hand, because I'm a one-man band. Don't know who sings it, but Trudeau thinks he's a one-man band. All right, I'll see if there's something else to close with today, and then we'll pull some cards. I'm getting the people waking up, not us, because we've already found it. They're finding that stillness. Like my girlfriend's book, Sandy, The Finding Stillness by Liliana Riven, if you're looking for it on Amazon. They're finding their stillness. See, people are having to slow down because they can't do anything. They've got no money. They've got no finances. They've got no life. The cost of living has changed people's lives enormously, and they're finding stillness, which means their lives are slowing down. They're finding moments of peace, moments of tranquility, moments of joy. They're starting to wake up to the real world. Yes, not the metaverse, the real world. That there's a real world out there, and they've been missing it for how many years now. So that's what I'm getting. Well, especially if you're locked down in your house, you can't do a lot. But that's what I'm getting. The people waking up are now starting to find their stillness, meaning they're getting back into their own strength, power. They're starting to go back to who they really were. They're finding themselves again, emerging from the, sorry guys, caterpillar into the butterfly. It's happening, guys. It's slow, but it's happening. It's not as slow as it was, though. It was far slower before. It was very snail pace for a while there. Let's pull an angel healing card. I'm just going to pull one card today, guys. We'll just see what we've got to get here. Oh, jumped out. Wisdom. Everything has a place and purpose. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. Yeah, very true. And that's the one thing that I think we've probably grown the most in. If you think about the awakening process, your wisdom is the one thing that becomes your strength. Because you're older, you're wiser. And this is spiritually. You have more awareness. You're more clued in. You're more intuitive. You have better awarenesses of your surroundings. I feel like wisdom... And wisdom, if you think about it, is also, to me, learned experience. You've learnt through your experiences, and it's made you a better person, a freer person, a more knowledgeable person spiritually. That's what I'm getting with that wisdom card. We've just unfolded. It's showing me we're like a map. You think of a map that's folded up. Not that anyone really has maps anymore. Everything's done on our phone and our Google Maps or Google Earth and all this stuff now, our sat navs. But we're like a map, and we've slowly unfolded during our awakening process, and we're this nice flat map now. We can see everything. That's what I'm getting about the wisdom. We're no longer like folded up and closed off and suffering contractions in our body because of our emotional pains that we've picked up along the way from other people and feelings and things that maybe once had confused us. We're not there anymore. We've unfolded and we're all open now, like a big open map. We're open, we're receptive, and we can see where we're going. If you think of a map laid out, when it's closed, you can't see where you're going. But when it's open, you can see where you're heading and where you're going, and you can map your life out better because you have more direction visually. That's what I'm getting for us. Hang on, let me see if there's one more thing to close with today, guys. I'm getting this saying, dare to be different. I think we do dare to be different. I think we're okay with being different. We're actually quite comfortable in being different now. Once upon a time, we probably weren't. We probably felt odd. But I feel like now we don't really see ourselves as that different anymore. We see ourselves as being aware and being spiritually intelligent, and focusing on the truths. That's what I feel. That's what daring to be different is. I'm getting that Culture Club song. Time won't give me time, and time make lovers feel like they got something real, and we've got nothing but time. It's a Culture Club song by Boy George. It's a cute song. I want you to go play that today. Time won't give me time. And I think what it is too, we've really discovered how important time is and how important it is to be in the moment. And like me here with my doggos, having this little bit of time together, and you realize the things that are important to you and what's precious, and it is time. Every minute is really important to us. Let's see what else we get. Well, the birds are loud today, aren't they, guys? I'm getting that, of course, the bird sound. I'm getting that Minnie Riperton song again. I think I've had it before. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful, and everything that you do. It's a pretty old song. Make you feel. It's a pretty song. Why don't you go play that? Minnie Riperton, I think her name is. Loving you. And there's a little bird in the background in a cage, I think there is. It just reminded me of that. The birds, for some reason, they took me there. It's a funny little song. All right, I'll see if there's one more thing to finish. Oh, they're giving, how's the extreme of this song? They're giving me a Meatloaf song. Like a bat out of hell. Remember that song, Bat Out of Hell? Like a bat out of hell until 1 until the morning light. And you get it on and it's on and it's gone, gone, gone. And I don't know the words in that song. I reckon we got to go check that song out today. Like a bat out of hell. Like a bat out of hell. What's it all mean? I don't know. It's a weird song to finish with. Let me see if there's one more thing, because that is a weird song. Maybe we're just all action now. We're like a bat out of hell. Hopefully people are waking up like a bat out of hell and just really seeing all garbage. That'd be good. But I need to play that song to hear the words. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm getting this song. I don't know who sings it though. It's just emotions taking me higher. Lost up in sorrow, lost in my soul. And if you don't want it, come home to me, darling. Oh, isn't that the Bee Gees? It'll be somebody else's up to me this time. Nobody else is loving me this time. Don't go. I think it's the Bee Gees, isn't it? Emotions? Emotions taking me higher. And see, that's what happened with us. We worked through all our emotions. All those emotions we'd built up all our years in our bodies and trapped inside. We've worked through them and it's taken us higher. I'm going to leave you with that song today. I think I am. The Bee Gees, isn't it? Or is it Barry Gibb and Barbara Streisand? No, I don't know. We're going to have to look it up. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that today. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'll say goodbye from me and the doggos. Sprocky, do you want to say goodbye? Sophie's up. Come on, Sophie. Come and say goodbye. Good girl. She's a good girl. Oh, yeah. No, she's not coming up. All right. I'll leave it at that today. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget, please hit the like buttons. Comment down below. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone. Bye.